Hi, everybody. Here it is, August 17th already. And it is a beautiful evening. The smoke, I think, is gone from the air. We're seeing blue sky. Just a delight of a day.
It is.
Not too hot.
It is. We are inside today because it is too hot out there.
Yeah, the
It's
humidity.
humid. It's really humid in Michigan, at least where we are.
Well,
So we
not
were
as
going to
hot
go
as it
out. We were
was.
going to be outside by the one of the RVs and decided no. So we're inside, and it's great to see everybody.
We ought to just go to RV dealerships and sit outside different RVs.
I think that would be great. They'd all like us to do that. Actually, we've been visiting RV dealerships. It's been really fun. Just because we were curious about a couple of RVs, and I really enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed it. We've learned a lot about a little inside gossip of what's going on in the industry. So
It's been very informative and fun. So,
yeah. In fact, one of those inside things we learned about, you guys asked us. Actually, we didn't learn that at a dealership, but you guys asked us this last week, and I was very skeptical. Somebody asked me about this rumor that Alliance RV and Brinkley RV were both going to be bought up by big manufacturing companies. I think they were saying Thor for Brinkley and Winnebago for Alliance. I can't speak about Alliance, but I can tell you that Brinkley ownership, we reached out to their marketing department. They didn't return a phone call. But Brinkley owners have released a statement that they have circulated widely now. I posted it in our RV community today. That's why you should be a member of that. You get inside information, rvcommunity.com. But they have strongly denied that rumor, said they're not for sale. And I remember not quite a year ago, or maybe it was a year ago, that we went and we did our factory tour, and we met with one of the owners, Micah. And there was a rumor then that they were going to sell. And he was very clear about it. He said most of those rumors start by their competitors. And I believe that. I think he's absolutely right. So Brinkley says, no, they're not selling it. And they have no plans to sell it. So at this time, they didn't say at this time, but I bet that's what they meant. But because, these people are throwing hundreds of millions of dollars at them. So, but they built the product.
Good marketing.
Good marketing. Yeah, they really have. Brinkley has done. Really, they've kind of changed the whole industry, the fifth wheel and towable industry, on its heels as they try to make up and make it look good. And Alliance is another brand, another independent brand. And those are the ones that we recommend, independent brands if you can. I don't know about them. I know Winnebago supposedly has been chasing them for a couple of years, and who knows. So those are the rumors. But again, I post all this stuff almost every day on rvcommunity.com. And that's another reason, we're on there all the time. We'd love to have you join it. Speaking of which, those who are members of rvcommunity.com, right after this live stream, we will be live there, and we will we'll continue conversations and questions. So there. We spent the day at a birthday party for our grandchild, one of our grandkids, our 8-year-old Jax. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was a great party.
It was good. I brought my Ray-Ban sunglasses that take photos, and I haven't used these for a while, so I upgraded all my apps and stuff. But they're cool. They're Wayfarers, and they take pictures. And so I was entertaining everybody there with video and pictures, and how they've now added AI to these, so you can ask it a question and it'll answer you in your earphone. It's pretty fun. Technology, it's crazy. All right. Hey,
who needs to hire a clown? It's got you.
That's right. Hey, a couple of quick things. We got 2 big announcements this week. First of all, continuing from last week, this is the last week that you have to enter our sweepstakes to win a nice giveaway that we're giving. If you're planning on camping in Florida this fall, we want to tell you about Southwest Florida as a new luxury RV resort there. It's called Cabana Bay RV Resort. Very upscale retreats near Boca Grande, Florida, on the Gulf Coast. And they are just opening up right now. Really neat design on this thing. And they reached out to us for some giveaway stuff, and we said, okay. So they're going to have 2 winners for us. The first one, the top prize, is, what is that?
It says one free weekend in 2025 for you and a guest.
I was going to do a drum roll,
Oh,
but I didn't. Oh, there we go. That's the top prize. That means you got to use it before the end of the year. It's one free weekend. The second prize,
is one free night.
but
You've got to 2025 to 2026.
you can use it this year and next year for one free
Mhm.
night.
So I take it the free weekend is probably 2 nights.
2 nights. Yeah. It's usually Friday, Saturday.
Mhm.
And then that's the top prize we're giving away. And then one free night of your choosing, you and a guest, in the RV for 25, 26. And they have lots of luxury amenities. If you go to rvlifestyle.com/sweepstakes, you can learn all about it. And also, if you are planning your winter trip to Florida, it's many of those places are already filled up, and you can get 20% off your stay there if you during the sweepstakes period. So check it. That's a nice discount, and you can indulge yourself in one of the most luxurious RV resorts anywhere. So check it out. Lots of ways to enter. We'll announce the winners next week, but Cabana Bay, really cool RV site. All right. That's announcement number one. Announcement number two is, after a lot of work, our latest RV Lifestyle RV Travel Guide book is released right now. This is our tour of the Pacific Northwest for Oregon and Washington, with a bonus trip to Vancouver. It's some information on Vancouver that you can get to. And this is a 30-day adventure guide. This is the most ambitious one that we've ever done. Usually our adventure guides are 7 days. And this one is, in fact, it's so big, you want to be a little patient when you buy it and you upload it, or you download it, because it takes a little bit of time to download. This is an awesome, we think, an awesome epic trip that everybody should put on their bucket list. We really are excited about it. There's 18 different destinations that we have sketched out in this book, ranging from 1 or 2 day stay in some places to longer in others. This journey, you can customize it however you want, or you can follow our map, our suggested route. And the beauty of having this as an ebook is, once you have downloaded it, you can just click on any of the links and go immediately and get other information and deeper resources. We think this is one of the most useful books that we have ever had. Starts off in Ashland, Oregon, great little small town. And then you head up to Crater Lake National Park, which is, everybody needs that on their bucket list. All around Olympic National Park, then into Vancouver, North Cascades National Park in Washington with those rugged peaks there. A tour of St. Helens volcanic area there that you'll be amazed at. It's not just a travel plan. This is really kind of a ticket for freedom out there on the road. We've done so much of the work. We tell you not only where you can stay, where to eat, what to see, what days to go to what place, and you can do it in 30 days. You can make this an epic trip, take it with friends, or you could do 7 days one time and come back at another and pick up where you've left off. But this is our biggest ebook yet, and it's available right now. And I hope that you guys will check it out. We are really proud of it, and particularly Phyllis, who did so much heavy lifting in getting this project off the ground. And it's really a cool book. It's an ebook, so if you don't know how to use an ebook, that's the future. So, and it doesn't take up a lot of weight. I know a lot of us, I like tactile stuff too, but this is really fun because you can click and see so many things. So please check that out. All right, enough of us talking. This is Ask Us Anything, and it's time now for you to do just that. So let's see. First question tonight is from our friend Randy Dexter in North Carolina. And there's Randy's message right there.
Whoops, you're making it little, you're making it big, but
I'm trying to make it big, yeah, so we can see the questions. There we go. Okay.
okay, we're
Now
having
I got it.
technical problems.
Yeah, I'm messing it all up
We're
for
having
Jennifer.
operator error.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Now
there.
we're back where we started.
We're back. Well, let's keep going. Let's see what I get. There we go. Now I got it right.
Good help's hard to find.
It is. I'm sorry. I was all excited about the book.
Yeah. Hello from North Carolina. You featured an application for finding campgrounds that would scan for availability and book the site for you. What was the name of that application?
It was called ARVIE, ARVIE. In fact, there's the link. And Randy, if you take that, you'll get, I think, 10%. We'll get you a 10% discount. You should. And RV is it's heavily into state parks, and state parks are the hardest usually to get in. And I have really enjoyed it. Also, a lot of the KOA parks are on there, and it's a really nice feature because you know it will scan them like all the time for you, and then book them. Most places, there's a number of places that'll scan them and say, "Hey, there's a cancellation." But by the time you get that announcement, and by the time you sit down and go to book it, somebody else has taken it. This one, as soon as it finds an opening and a place you've asked it to scan, books it for you. So it's a neat little service. I wish them great luck. We've talked to the owners, and I think they've got big plans.
So state parks are basically a little less expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a paved patio. You're in mud usually, or
We were
dirt.
We were this week. We
Yeah.
came to the state park.
Usually
in
not
Michigan.
level.
Oh my gosh. I
What
knew you were
else
gonna
about
bring
the
that
state
up.
parks? And then
Yeah.
there's not sewer hookup. You're lucky if you have water, but they are more of a bargain price. Not that they're cheap, but they're not as expensive.
Yes, and sometimes they're in more picturesque areas.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes they're in more picturesque areas,
Mhm.
and we like state parks. And they're more affordable. We were surprised. We paid $42. Many state parks don't have full hookups. This one only had electricity, and I don't think it had water.
No,
either.
it didn't.
Didn't have water.
They had
Just
the pump on.
electricity. Yeah, they had an old pump, and no sewer. So that's a lot of money for just electricity.
And
But
it wasn't level.
It was not level. And we were camping in Cape Cod, which does not have levelers, and even trying to put it up on blocks. I hate doing that again. Really, I remember those. It's so now I'm so spoiled with the automatic levelers, or you can get anything level. And so anyway, the princess and the pea did not sleep well.
The princess had a little bit of a fit because at least my head was up high, but my feet were down low, and I was sleeping in something slippery, and I kept sliding down to the end of the bed. Then I'd scooch back up, and then I'd slide down again. It kept me busy.
Yeah, neither one of us had a good night's sleep, actually. So
I guess it was good for me. Kind of my aerobics, mountain climbing.
Made us stronger, right? Yep. Maybe.
If it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger.
All right. Randy's not happy with the RV Life Pro.
He
said he's had multiple bad routes, and the application was changing preset routes. Randy, was that
Is there something in the air?
I don't know if this has been the last week, but in the last 2 weeks, all of my GPS systems, and I've been blaming this on T-Mobile, have been wonky. All of them have done really, I'm driving down the road and it thinks I'm off the road. And it's been really crazy. It comes back on, but you're suddenly driving, the next exit is 65 miles ahead. And then all of a sudden it says, turn right. What? And you see it and it's going crazy. I've had it on Waze and then my Apple Maps app. So I don't know whether somebody's messing around with the GPS satellites or this is a T-Mobile function, but it's just been over the last 2 weeks.
Yes, every time we've gone out, it's been acting up.
Last 2 weeks, yes. Even we were in Elkhart much of yesterday, and coming back from Elkhart, and a route we take all the time, it was goofing up. I don't even know if I had it on because we know that route. But the Garmin 850 is a dedicated. You want to make sure I like it because when you call it, make sure you have updated the latest maps, and that's really nice because you can program in your height and the width of your RV, and it'll make sure you don't go down roads that can't handle that.
Well, I appreciate Randy saying something because we thought we were the only ones.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just RV Life Pro that you used, or if the other ones have been doing it. Anybody else who's been using GPS? If you've had problems, let us know, and we'll kind of go from there. Cecilia Andrade.
Hello to my favorite RV podcasters.
Thank you.
Are you two planning a trip to Southern California anytime soon? I'd love to meet you and pick your brain. I'm a newbie and interested in Airstream Caravan 22.
Caravel. Yeah. Not that we know of, although the California RV show is back on again in October. It's one of our favorites when they had it, and it's been canceled, or they closed it down. And I believe they're doing it this year in October in Pasadena. We would have gone to that because we really love doing the RV show. And, oh, look how sad she is.
No, I'm thinking that you're going to end in Fredericksburg and then decide to drive to Southern California.
No, I won't do that to you. We are going to be on a long tour that starts in just a couple of weeks up in Minnesota, up near the Canadian border, where the Mississippi River starts, and we're going to trace it all the way down over
34 days.
Over 34 days to New Orleans. And then after that ends, about 4 or 5 days later, we have a rally for our RV community members in Fredericksburg, Texas. So I've got a lot. So we'll be on the road all of September and all of October, but not in Southern California.
I wonder what the date is. You didn't check the date, did you?
They're usually early October, if you remember. But we loved that show. That was so much fun.
Did we go there 2 years or 3?
We went 2 years. Then they closed it. They shut the thing down, and then somebody opened it on the racetrack out there, and we went to that and enjoyed that. And that's where we met so many people. We still see and are in contact with today.
I really had fun at the California shows because there's a different feel to California.
I'm not sure what we're going to do with Tampa this year, but I have pretty much decided that if we go to Tampa, we're going to go socially and not professionally. And what I mean by that is usually we go and we work like crazy people. And the benefit to us, I think, of Tampa is meeting you. And we love to see the RVs, but we're not sure of our plans yet for Tampa. But if we go, I'd kind of like to go. We like to go to Quartzsite every now and then, and that's become such a huge thing now. With that show is so.
When
big.
Is it in January?
It starts like right during the Tampa show.
Okay,
And
so mid-January.
Some of our friends who are content creators actually will go to Tampa and then they fly out to Quartzsite.
Okay, end of January.
Yeah, well, it's mid-January sometime. So anyway, that's where I'll go.
Everybody, if they've listened to us for years, they know every year you want to go.
I got to pull up a thing because one of my favorite people are here, the White Oaks Bison Farm guy. Hey, we love you guys. That was the most fun we've had in I don't know how long, boondocking on your bison farm. This is an unsolicited plug. If you guys haven't seen it, you should go. We found him through RV Overnights, which is kind of like Harvest Host, but it's not as big as Harvest Host, but I really, really like these guys. And plus, it's $49 a year versus $100 a year. And if you use our link, you can get it for, I think, 40% off or 30, I don't remember, a huge discount. Anyway, they note that Waze and Apple Maps have been having issues with them too. And he actually deleted his Waze because he thought the app was no longer updated. There's something wonky going on with GPS. I'm glad it wasn't just us. And I hope your bison are doing well. We had so much fun. We've told more people about it. And if you guys want to have a great, they're up in northwestern Indiana, and stay on the bison farm. You can spend the night in a bison pasture if you want. They'll put the bisons are in the next pasture over from wherever you are.
Yeah, they rotate them, so it's kind of a touch of nature.
But such an interesting place, and the bison have such a. They're just.
Don't like, get in the fenced-in area.
You made us
with them.
absolutely, yeah. Just don't get in with them. Like like the bison in Yellowstone. You don't want to get in with a bison. But anyway, thanks. I'm delighted that you're with us. And you guys, go to our YouTube channel and you can find it.
Yeah, we were planning on taking our 2 grandkids there,
Yeah, we were.
but we weren't able to get seatbelts.
We couldn't get seatbelts in that Cape Cod.
Yeah,
ride,
we
so.
told them about it and we're going to take them, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. Ralph Price.
Let's see. I'm attending that RV show in Pasadena. Really looking forward to it.
Good. Bring some friends because we'd like to see that show continue. California really needs to have an RV show. The last one we were going to go to was going to be during
COVID.
the COVID year, and they canceled it, obviously. But we had this awesome trip planned. It would have been the Pacific Northwest all the way down, doing live videos, visiting the best of the parks along the coast, all the way down, and then ending it at Pasadena with a big meetup. We were so excited about that. And you know what COVID did to it all. So I'm just delighted.
So we just got our little self out of the Keys.
Yes.
And we went to our condo and sat there for 3 months and waited for the gyms to open up again.
But actually everything was open in Florida.
There was a couple weeks.
Yeah, it was, I think 10 days they shut down the beach.
A couple weeks, I think.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was kind of pretty, the beach, without any people on it.
Yeah. Joe Couric.
Okay, agree with Randy. We didn't renew RV Life after several very bad, totally inaccurate GPS routes. Couldn't trust it.
You know, I'm hearing that from you guys. I'm sort of suspecting something's up with them, because I've just used them to plan our route up to Minnesota for the gathering, and I was I love the ability to sit down at a desktop. I love to plan on a desktop and check all the different RV parks along the way. But I called them, I reached out to them because I wanted to do a tutorial on how to use the app on your phone, because then you can, use it as you're driving along. And like every country, we've hired a marketing person. And of course, the marketing person 3 days later calls back and, did something about, we're having meetings here and we're changing directions on stuff. And I suspect something's up with them. I don't know. I will let you know what I hear. Alt Universe.
Heard that GPS has been affected by solar storms. Not sure how valid that is.
Well, I know it has certainly affected amateur radio.
Mic profile 1 ready.
This reminds me, I have to turn on my little
mic connected to YFS reflector.
That's
9579.
That's our RV Lifestyle ham radio reflector. But I know it has on ham radio communications. There's been massive solar stuff, so maybe
I bet that's what it is.
That could certainly do it. But it's very frustrating when you're driving along and all of a sudden it says turn left, turn right, turn around, reverse, return to the route. So that's why you guys are a great. Why we all need to keep in contact so we can find out stuff together. Tropical Caper.
Apple Maps need to add options to avoid dirt roads. Several issues in Michigan last week.
My tires on our Montana fifth wheel are still. They look like, what's the matter with them? They got dust, dirt all around them from that road coming back from Elkhart a couple of months ago. Remember? Yeah. Remember how it took forever to get the mud off the truck? I need to go wash those tires. Yeah. Apple Maps needs that dirt road thing. Gaga loves camping. Love that.
I'm so happy that I remembered to turn in on time. I am Central Time, so I always forget. I have trouble too when we go Central Time.
And
I don't want to get off subject, but is that your wedding picture on the dresser back behind you? I put that out. I have a picture of, yes, it is. I have a picture of my mom and dad, their 50th wedding anniversary, and it fell and the glass broke. And I thought, well, I'm just going to take that frame and put my parents' picture in that frame till I get to a store.
But
so yes, that is us. Many years ago.
Wait a minute. That's us.
You did. That's us. Yeah. But I remember the glass broke my picture of my parents, and I got to get new glass. And I thought, I'm not good at getting to the store.
Yeah, you've never had that there before.
I've never had that there before.
We actually put it in the podcast this last week. Our wedding pictures, because we did a little story, our story time in the
Our
podcast. So
romantic getaway to our hometown.
yes, yeah, it was fun. Cool travelers.
All right. Good evening from Soggy Graham Island
State Park.
State Park in Devil's Lake, North Dakota, heading east along US 2.
That's our favorite route in the north.
That
the
is
north
really
route.
our favorite route. Great northern route with a detour to LTV on Tuesday.
Leisure Travel Vans Winkler.
Yes, it is for annual maintenance on our 2025 Wonder MBL.
Let's see, medium bed lounge, middle bed lounge.
What
I
is
don't
the
know.
MBL?
Murphy bed.
Murphy bed.
Murphy bed. Yeah.
Murphy
we're good.
bed?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Well, have fun. Jamie Rankin is in with us tonight. Hi, Jamie.
Hello from Columbia Falls, Montana, just outside of Glacier National Park. Sounds like a great place.
Hey,
go.
what's the weather like there? What's the temperature out right now in Columbia Falls, Montana? I have been, it's going to take me for a while. Deborah Copera in Ocala, Florida, one of our favorite Florida
You
towns.
just got back from beach camping.
Yeah, we like to stay at, Ocala North RV Park,
Mhm.
just a little north of Ocala. And that we usually stay there in January and sometimes in February too. Carol Fife.
Hello, everyone from Ohio. Just had a very nice meetup with Dr. Richard Rayborn. He is in town to visit Advanced RV in Willoughby, Ohio, tomorrow morning.
Oh, great.
You're going to have a blast.
Hey, Richard, I don't see you on here. Oh, there you are. You're right there.
Say hi.
Yes. Hopefully, please say hi to Mike and the whole crew at
And
Advanced RV.
Marcia.
And pick one up, Richard. We need to have you with us. That would be awesome. And Carol, that's great. Both are members of our RVcommunity.com. We have 3 major rallies around the country every year for the RVcommunity.com. Third one's coming up in October in Hill Country of Texas. But we also have mini meetups. And the mini meetups, we had a bunch of them this last week, and we have a couple coming up this week. And we're looking forward to connecting with some of you guys on those different parts of the country, where sometimes 4 or 5 people, 6 people, 8 people, 10 people, whatever, get together. Check us out, rvcommunity.com. And those of you who are members know at 7:45, we'll go live over on the community with the Afterglow. Ask us anything Afterglow. Sounds silly, doesn't it? But it's fun. It really is fun. It's kind of like a big campfire. And that's great. All right, who we got? Karen Z.
Hi, all. More thunderstorms here in New York City today, but thankfully it's taking the heat with it when it leaves.
We had those storms. They weren't real bad here, but I think they got worse as they went east. But they went through a couple of days. It took the heat yesterday, but it came back today. It was quite warm out there today, but not as bad. Not in the 90s. Hi, Sharon Childress.
Hello, Mike and Jen, back from attending birthday party for 3 grandkids in Pennsylvania. Now we are getting ready for the big Mississippi and Texas trip.
We as well. Looking so forward to it. We'll be with you on the Mississippi River trip. And you're also going to join us at the rally, which will be fun. Little Piece of Heaven Farm. Oh, I love that name.
Which has a better turning radius, a 5th wheel or a travel trailer?
I think 5th wheel. I mean, the 5th wheel, particularly with this. I don't know how many, if any of you guys have that, jump on and tell us how you like it. But they have this for towables and also for 5th wheels. And it's basically a gooseneck for the 5th wheel, which I never thought I'd want. But I learned a whole lot about these this week, and am really sure that I think we're going to pick that up for ours. They take away all the chucking. But the 5th wheel, I have found the 5th wheel much easier to tow, easier to back up, easier. You don't even know it's back there than a travel trailer. And we've had a travel trailer, and we started off in a travel trailer, and then we had one, some years ago, we actually bought one for a family gathering and towed it for Wendy. Wendy actually was in that, her family. And towing a fifth wheel is much easier.
Now the turning radius, that doesn't have anything to do with how long the fifth wheel
Well,
is, or
it
how
does,
long
yes.
the trailer
The longer it
is.
is, the more of a turning radius. And we have a long bed truck, so you can't turn on a dime. But I have noticed that I used to, when I pulled out, we have a pad for our fifth wheel. When I pulled it out, I went way out on my lawn and then came back. And now I just basically pull it out and just turn. And as you get used to it too, you get more comfortable with it. You know what's too sharp. I had a short bed. And if you've been with us for several years, you know that when I first got a fifth wheel with a short bed, I was backing it into a camping spot at the Tampa RV show. All my fellow influencers were watching us pull in, and operator error. I didn't take an offer of help from my lifelong traveling companion and my bride.
You could do it.
I could do it. I said, not a problem. And I turned it too sharp, and the corner of the fifth wheel and that short bed smashed out the rear window of my F-250 at the time.
Well, you know what? I got to learn not to be so lazy and just sit there. I got to learn just to jump out and say, well, then don't listen to me. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah,
I'm not sitting in here.
Oh, that was a mess. Chris Mondo Biondo in Delhi, Louisiana, Poverty Point Reservoir State Park. Hey, did you have your gathering yet, or your mini meetup, or when is that going to be? Everybody wants to see it. Jeff Carey's with us tonight.
Coming from hot Florida camping, Orlando area.
Oh, I bet. Hi, Steve Egbert, also
Hi.
in California.
A little cooler today, only 96 degrees right now. Had to fix the steps on the motorhome. They broke on my last trip. We've had that happen. The repair was a success and much cheaper than replacing them. Well, congratulations. You didn't have to replace them.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Steve, for checking out. And good to see you. Ralph Price.
Great post this week, Mike and Jen. I've learned so much from your great podcast and the awesome community you've developed. Thank you. Well, thank you, Ralph.
We just have opened it up, and I should address this. I know some people say, well, we're not going to pay for to join a community. And I understand that. There's a lot of costs and stuff that people have. But it's just a pay. We think that some things are worth paying for, and to be in contact with, in a friendly atmosphere with none of that nastiness from Facebook, none of that drama, ad free. There's no ads. There's no pushing anything, and just helpful people in our community. It's been so great to watch friendships develop and all the fun people are having. It starts as the cost of a cup of coffee a month. And, the way it is in the online world now, everything, that has any quality or substance to it it costs money for all this stuff. We think our fee for the community is much more reasonable than many of the others that are out there. And you'll see everybody's kind of going that way. And it's kind of like a private gated campground. And just come and check it out. rvcommunity.com. Enough said about that, because we got to wind down here in a couple minutes. Jim Slade, big Jim Slade.
Good evening from Kentucky. After the Mississippi River Road trip, are there any plans for a caravan to Alaska? If not, any recommendations as to a tour group to use for a caravan to Alaska?
We've been to Alaska twice, and I have the itch to go back, and I have the itch to take the RV back, even though from Michigan, it's just so long. But I would not lead a caravan or drive in a caravan, because we stopped at different times, and because we end up doing videos on it. I would recommend.
They would kick us out.
You guys would get really mad at us, because where's Mike and Jen? Well,
they disappeared again.
Yeah, but so I think it's in our future. But yes, it is. Come on, you can do it. We can do it. If I was to recommend a group, I'd recommend Fantasy RV Tours. They're expensive. They are really expensive, but they do all the work for you, and they make it really easy. That's the tour that we're doing on the Mississippi. Now, we're not leading that tour. We just are going to be there, and many of our followers are there. In fact, there's some who are not, don't even know who we are, which is fun. We're just going, and but they do a really good job. We did one last year in the Maritimes, and I know I've watched videos on their Alaska tours, and they just do a first-rate job. So check them out.
I think it's kind of nice not to be pressured
Yeah,
as to turn left or turn right.
and it just they're just so well organized. So, they're not a sponsor or anything like that. So I'm just telling you as RVer to RVer. Silver Lining Life.
Okay, I bought my first RV van last summer. I've never been to an RV show and live in Western North Carolina. Do you know of any big shows near me? I'm sure it's easy to figure them out.
Yeah, there's one, I think this month. Listen, we list all the shows on our blog. This is the best show list you'll find anywhere. So go write that down and go there, revlifestyle.com/RV-show-list. And it listed by month and all over the country. And you can find many of them. And you want to go to a show. All right, last question from Chris Mondo Biondo, Ed Richard. And they had a mini meetup. Nice
a yummy dinner and a great time with a great friend.
Oh man, that looks good. Nothing like Louisiana food, a little Cajun food. It's awesome. Okay, I'm going to jump. There's a couple of quick questions.
Can't stand it, huh?
I can't stand to see questions go unanswered. So those of you in the community, just hang on. We will get there. Steve Windley Sr., they're still stranded in Meridian, heading to the Grand Design Rally in Goshen, which is on right now. And they're going to abandon their back route and do interstate when the truck is fixed. And hopefully they'll have luck going through Indianapolis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Indianapolis, man, that's something, that traffic. Try not to go in the late afternoon. Silver Lining Life.
Bought my first RV camper van last summer. I'm very PT.
I don't know what that means.
Having problems with my fridge. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. Any ideas? I'm in a Winnebago Travato 2018.
Most of the time in hot weather, refrigerators have problem because they're not getting good airflow. What most RVers do after a while is they end up buying a fan that they install in the back of the fridge. In your case, the first thing I do is just move anything that you've got. If you got a lot of stuff in that refrigerator, move it.
Pull it away from the wall.
Pull it away from the wall, and that's what.
Got to breathe.
Most of the problems. Okay, one more question. Let's see if we can do it. Karen Z.
Are any RVs suitable for full-time living? Let us tell you about that. I'm looking to retire at the end of 2025 and would love to do that. We found one yesterday that's suitable.
Oh my gosh.
For full-time living.
Oh my gosh.
I was complaining about quality in an RV that we were looking at.
Yes.
And the salesperson.
Eyes lit up and he says, let me just show you something.
This person wants everything.
Who?
There's no discrimination. You love it all.
This thing is unbelievable.
So then he showed us one that is quality.
This is, I got to get the correct model number down. It is the Riverside. You got to look this up, everybody. Riverside 39 RKFB. The Riverside 39 RKFB. This thing, I just was blown away.
He's in love.
It is. Well, it's huge. It's 43 feet long. We could pull it with our F-350 one-ton truck. Dualies would be better, but he could pull it. It would pull fine. No, I don't want dualies. It would pull just fine, but it's just so big, 43 feet. But it comes with a stackable washer and dryer. It comes with a dishwasher. The front bedroom is a suite with this massive bathroom and shower. Double sink.
Walk-in closet.
Huge walk-in closet. Everything you need is in that thing.
An impressive stove. It looks like the oven would work.
I mean, a really big oven. Yeah. It is just a gorgeous thing. And it's about $137,000.
That's because it's a 2025.
Yeah.
A 2026 would be about $11,000 in addition to that.
More. Yeah, because it's a newer model.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so
dark wood,
if you want
light wood,
suitable for full-time living, yes, that one would do it. 3-inch insulated walls.
It's just what I was going to say. 3-inch walls instead of the standard 2.
Now there's another company, I want to say DRW Suites, Mobile Suites, something like that. They have 3¼ inch, but
Ooh,
most RVs are 2 inches.
I thought
Some
they
of
were
them
going to
are
say an
less.
inch.
Well, some of the less expensive ones are
I
less.
was going to
But
say they
2
forgot to put
inches,
it in.
2 inches is kind of the standard. Coming down from that one we just said at the Montana line, not the high country, but the Montana line itself. There's Montana, and then its little brother is the Montana high country. Montana line is more suitable for full time. Grand Design, Paradigm, excellent. Alliance, excellent. The Brinkleys are excellent. So those are the ones that I would suggest for
But I mean,
full time.
truly excellent.
Oh, gee,
We're talking the one we first told you about.
the Riverside, and that's in Forest River, one of the big manufacturers. But that's their premier. They
7:41 p.m.
Yes.
7:41 p.m. I gotta go because we gotta get over to the community and go live. So hey, thank you guys. If you are outside a lot this summer, make sure you listen to the podcast on Wednesday. We have an interview about ticks. Now we've been talking about ticks. They're spreading all over the country, and Lyme disease is a huge issue. But wait till you hear about this other
listen,
disease. You
listen,
gotta
don't
listen up.
miss.
You gotta listen to this.
If you
'cause-
miss, you're really missing.
yeah,
Something
it's
new.
really interesting from an RVer who, well, you'll hear it on the podcast. And then on
Something
Saturday,
else to terrify you.
it will. Saturday on the YouTube channel, our video will be the review of the new electric Trike 2. We're going to put Jennifer on it and have her do some
Yeah, but you
backcountry.
know what my brother did to me? He put me on a tricycle and then the apron going down to the street, and then he pushed me. I think I was about 2 years old.
Is that's where you got the scar on your
Yeah,
knee?
that's why I got a couple scars.
Yeah. I won't do that on the trike, but we'll have you
No,
drive
it got worse. The tricycle inside a wagon, and he pushed me down the apron,
Wait, he had a wagon and he put a tricycle in the wagon,
and he put me on top of it.
and
Maybe
you said okay?
Well, I was a little kid, and I love my big brother.
Okay, well, that'll teach you to trust big brothers.
I-
Okay, guys. Hey, thank you for being with us tonight. And we hope wherever you are, you stay safe. Get out there, enjoy summertime, and we'll catch you down the road. Community members will be with you in just a minute. Bye-bye, everybody.
Happy trails.